So today we're taking a look at Khatun, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this hero. And I'm also going to give you some advanced strategies that I found out over time. And now since I played her, I found a couple of things that you want to pay attention to be really good with this hero. But let's first cover the basics. So just like any hero, she has light attacks. You can chain these into 2. She also has a heavy attack chain. Nothing special about these, but if you take a look at her description, she's a harasser, soft feint specialist. That means that she can soft feint many things. So let's throw a heavy and then press the light attack right afterwards, and we're going to soft feint into a left attack. So we're going to overhead heavy, left attack. That's how you soft feint. You don't have to press B, you just have to throw the attack and then throw a second one in a different direction. And after that, as you can see, you can chain it into another light attack, which I wouldn't constantly do this. It definitely can get parried if you just keep doing this. And another thing you can do is tap guard break when you throw a heavy, so guard break. After that, you can get a light attack in that gives you a kick, and you also have a fear and fury attack. So I want you to think of this fear and fury attack as a full guard stance. That's all it is, but it's for deflect. So if you throw an attack and then tap A, you can soft feint into it. If you look at the guard, it goes in all directions. That means if this warden throws an attack, it's going to automatically deflect in all directions. And after you get that deflect, you're going to want to press the heavy attack. So I equipped the heavy attack, so we're going to parry this first one. So you throw the attack, go into fear and fury, deflect. Then press the heavy attack again to get the second jab. So throw it, A, deflect, heavy attack. Now when you land this, you don't have to do the second heavy, you can actually press the zone attack. This will allow you to be uninterruptible so you can guarantee a hit, even when there's a lot of people around. So I'm gonna deflect this, zone. As you can see, you don't have to finish off with that second jab. And also, going back to the fear and fury, you can simply do it after throwing an attack. So as you can see, I threw a heavy, I did it after that, and then I'm gonna throw a light attack, and I could do it right after. But something you can also do that is super powerful for this hero is you can go to the fear and fury and then press the heavy attack and get the unblockable that way. Now this can be parried, people can dodge out the way, so you want to be mindful of that. But if you've done this too much and they're catching on, you need to swap it up. You can go into it and then simply press the light attack. This sometimes catches people off guard. So that's all the basic stuff. Let's get into the more advanced moves. So after you get your unblockable in and you stick them, if you're near a wall, just let them go so they hit the wall again so you can get another heavy attack in. If you get the pin, you won't get the wall splat. As you can see, he's just gonna stand right back up. But if I do this, just get the stick, let him go, he'll get the wall splat, you can get another attack in after that. So next we have the max punish. When your opponent is out of stamina, you wanna be able to get the max damage in once you're able to throw him to the ground. And the way you do that is you throw a light attack and then a heavy attack right afterwards. So I'm gonna throw him to the ground, light attack, heavy attack. And then after that, you can actually combo into another attack. You wanna just guarantee those 2 attacks once they get thrown on the ground. Once again, combo into something else. You're not gonna always land that, but you have an opportunity to do it afterwards. And going back to the fear and fury, this attack right here, you can actually go into this, swap targets and get somebody else. Once again, if you're in 4v4 modes, you don't wanna go for this pin all the time. Once again, if you're doing this, multiple people will start hitting you, so you wanna go into the zone, so you're uninterruptible, so you still can get that damage in. Another thing Khatun has that is really nice is once she's unlocked, she's running around, you can throw a lot of attack and cover a lot of ground and do a pretty nice attack. Overall, if you get this fear and fury down, you can do a lot of damage. Being able to deflect in all directions allow you to get the deflect in, swap targets, and move around really fluently while fighting multiple people. This makes Khatun a really nice hero. So we talked about these soft feints. Remember how I said you can soft feint into multiple different things? Well, that's really good because take a look at her feats. She has Relentless, which is a passive. Soft feints do not cost stamina. This is really nice because you can soft feint so much with this hero. And she also has Rush and Bounty Hunter. If I'm not using this first one, I'm most likely using Bounty Hunter. It's always nice to get that little bit of health even when you don't get the execution. We also have Brutal. After hitting with any Bloody Wrath follow-ups, your damage is increased for a short time. So your Bloody Wrath follow-up is simply your orange unblockable attacks. If you follow up and land an attack with those, you'll have increased damage, which is really nice, especially since this is a passive and it's only the 2nd tier feat. Then you got Inspire. If you want to give yourself a little damage along with your teammates, this is really helpful, especially when you're death balling. And then you got Executioner's Respite. I don't use this as much. You're going to get health anyways from Bounty Hunter if you got that equipped, and you're going to simply get health from executing in general, so you should gain a lot from that. Then you have your 3rd feat, which is a passive. When you kill a hero, gain an aura which increases damage dealt to nearby enemies for a short time. So if you have this and the Brutal on top of that, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage. And along with this, you have Tough as Nails. This raises the maximum health. I feel like this Tough as Nails feat makes her feel a little bit more like a hybrid or something, gives her a little bit more health. I know it doesn't give you a lot, but that extra endurance always helps, especially for an assassin hero. Then we got Punch Through. I don't use this as much. She is a really aggressive hero. I can see this doing a lot of damage if you have multiple people that have Punch Through and you're just constantly hitting the opponent. Even if they're blocking it, they're still taking a lot of damage. I don't use this a lot though. Honestly, I want to know how many people actually use Punch Through. Do you use it? Let me know down below. And then you have her 4th feat, Ultimate Punishment. Perform a quick attack that leads to Bloody Wrath. Follow-ups. Going back to Brutal, if you do any follow-up attack from the Bloody Wrath, you'll get increased damage. Well, if you hit this 4th feat, you're going to instantly do the attack, giving you that attack boost. So this is super nice because it comes back really quick. By the time you use it, fight a little bit, then die, it's already halfway back. It's a really nice feat. And then you have Arrow Storm. This is pretty average. And then you got Regenerate. I don't use Arrow Storm or Regenerate. Honestly, this feat is just way too good to not be using. This would be my setup for 4v4 modes. I believe these feats work the best for. Every now and then I might throw in Inspire, but honestly, I'm keeping it like this. So that was Khatun. She is a really, really good hero. When I'm playing her, sometimes I forget she's even an assassin. Let me know what you think down below. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.